Hi there. You may or may not know about the Scottish independence referendum that's happening on the 18th of September this year. I'm not sure how educated the internet world is about this, so here's a quick summary of the referendum. Scots will vote either yes or no when asked if we want to go independent. The main campaigns are Yes Scotland for yes and Better Together for no. It's very common now to see yes and no posters and signs in fields and on buildings. The voting age has been lowered to 16 so that the next generation of people can vote on what will happen to their country. First, a short history lesson. Independence isn't a recent concept here in Scotland. Centuries ago, we actually were independent. Following the death of Alexander III and his son, Anne Margaret Maid of Norway, and King John Balliol losing power, Scotland lost its independence. Important and patriotic items such as the Stone of Destiny were removed from the country. William Wallace's rebellion at the Battle of Stirling Bridge meant that Scotland was independent again, losing its independence to Edward II when Wallace was executed. During Robert the Bruce's reign, Edward finally recognised Scotland as independent in 1326. However, a few hundred years later, in 1707, the Act of Union merged Scotland with the United Kingdom once more, where it has stayed since then. Yes Scotland is the campaign for voting yes. One issue that Scotland faces is that the rest of the UK has a larger population, so when Scottish people vote for one thing, the rest of the UK tips the majority, so often Scots do not get what they voted for, even if every single person in Scotland voted the same thing. Independence would mean more freedom for our government. Scotland is a small country, but in the North Sea there is a lot of oil which could provide extra money for us if we claimed it. There are submarines near Glasgow which contain nuclear weapons. If Scotland goes independent, the Scottish National Party and the Green Party will get rid of our nuclear weapons, which would make Scotland a more environmentally friendly and safe country. Of course, the main reason Scots want an independent country is obvious. They want to be able to control their own country with their own government and make their own decisions. They want freedom. Better Together supports the no vote. At first glance, independence looks like it's the right thing to do, but it does come with some difficulties. For a start, Scotland has been told that we will not be able to keep our current currency, the pound. This could potentially be disastrous, and what would we use instead? There are many doubts and unanswered questions about independence. For example, it is not a given that we will be allowed into the European Union, which could make it more difficult to trade within Europe. It is also not certain that Scotland would be able to claim its oil if foreign companies claimed it before the country did. Potentially, any country with an oil company could benefit from Scottish oil. The loss of England, Wales and Northern Ireland means that we could lose access to national organisations, such as the National Health Service and the British Broadcasting Company. However, it is possible that we may still be able to use the Scottish equivalent. So, I hope that you now understand the basics behind the Scottish independence referendum if you didn't already. If you want to find out more, please look at the Yes Scotland and the Better Together websites. We'll just have to wait until the 18th of September to see what happens and whether Scotland will become its own country in a few years' time. What are you voting? Or if you're not Scottish, what would you vote given the chance?